day. Running a law firm is painful, and I'm going to share in that pain with you right now by getting my chest waxed while telling you why you need to attend our boot camp that is happening this December called New Me 2023. There's three types of lawyers that typically attend our event. The first type is the lawyer that wants to create a law firm that gives them more time, more money, and a law firm that basically just runs itself. But ultimately what you want is freedom. So if that's you, then you need to attend this event. Now there's other attorneys out there. They want to build a law firm that they can sell so they can go ahead and retire. So if you fall under that category, then this event is for you as well. And then the third type of lawyer that attends our events are the types of lawyers, they want to scale their law firm, they want to dominate their market. Oh, she didn't do it. I thought she was going to do it. They want to scale and dominate their market. So whether you want to have more freedom, whether you, whether you want to retire, or whether you want to scale and dominate your market, well, those are the three. Yeah, those are the three. Try not to anticipate this. Then this is for you. We have clients who have attended this event and they have done amazing things. For example, Deidre Haynes. Ow! Deidre, ow! Ow! Deidre Haynes is a family law attorney, and she attended this event last year. Deidre, tell them why they need to attend this event while I suffer in pain.
When I began to connect with Bill and Andy, it was an amazing situation for me. I was scared because I had trust issues. But if you want to grow your firm, you have to trust someone who has been there, who has done that, or who will walk you through and will hold your hand. One of the things that Andy teaches us is to jump out of the plane and build a parachute on the way down. Listen, it's like pulling hair out of your chest. It's going to be painful. Yes, I started off with 129,000. I'm not quite to 1 million. If I stay on track, I will be at $929,638.20. If you want to take your law firm to the next level, it's not you should, it's you must attend. You must attend New Me 2023.
There you go. Thank you, Deidre. And how about Mark Reel? Mark, talk about your results real quick, and then tell us why every lawyer should attend this event.
Yeah, definitely. So I literally 12 months ago came crawling to this event. I was considering shutting my law firm down. I was a true solo all by myself, and I was overwhelmed. I was stressed. There was so much going on. Ooh, feel the burn there, Andy. Feel the burn.
That would hurt.
And we're sitting here less than 12 months later. And on next week, I have employee 13 and 14 starting. We have 15 and 16 in the pipeline. And I'm living the type of life I want to live and seeing this exponential growth. And it all starts with the fundamentals that Andy, Bill, and SMB team teach. There's levels to this game. There's different things you need to do at 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. And having Andy, having Bill, having SMB team every step along the way has made that transition from being that solo that had to do everything, that was stressed, that was in court every morning, to being the CEO of my law firm. And more importantly, being the CEO of my life and living the life I want to live.
That was Deidre. That was Mark Reel. Both of them attended New Me 2022. And this is the event, New Me 2023. This is next year's edition. So these guys did this in 1 year. David Buckley has been in our world for a while, and he is using the exact same strategies that we're going to be teaching at New Me 2023. And using these strategies, he's taken his law firm from $400,000 a year to nearly $4 million a year. I know we're in the third quarter right now. He's already surpassed $3 million a year. So David, can you come on here and tell why should every lawyer who's on the fence, why should they attend New Me 2023?
Because everyone in the group is just like you, not you, Andy. You don't have to, get anything.
They're not waxing their chest
to come to the event. But no, what I mean is that everyone. I was in a group session yesterday where our weekly.
It hurts so bad.
Oh my God. We all have to go through pain in our lives.
Sorry, what were you saying, David?
Right? So listen, I was in a group yesterday where there were 4 other people in the group. There was one person who was in her office all by herself, no help. And there was another person in that group that was in charge of a 25-member personal injury firm that does mass tort litigation. There's all kinds of people that are there for you, that you can talk to, that you can commiserate with, that you can share with, that you who have been there for a while like myself can share and give back. And what I'm getting at really is that it's a community, and it's a community that's there for you, a community that will not let you down, and it will keep you ever present in the goal that you want to achieve. And as it has helped me, and I'm willing to give back, and I think if you join this group, you'll learn that as well.
We're going to be covering how to make 2023 the best year that you've ever had. And here's the reality. What we're talking about, is that the nipple? No, it's not. Oh, God, it is.
I got it all. I got it. Speak it out.
Oh, God.
This is
all right. So what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about how to actually put a plan in place so that 2023 is your best year ever. And what that means is we're not talking about making a New Year's resolution. We're talking about, trying not to anticipate it here. We're talking about putting a plan. A New Year's resolution is something that typically nobody keeps. In fact, January 17th is break your New Year's resolution day.
A winner.
And what we're going to do is we're going to teach you we're going to teach you how to put a plan in place that is going to allow you to make 2023 an absolutely incredible year. And here's why this works. This works because we actually have a system that we follow. In fact, the law firms that actually work with us, that work with our marketing agency, on average, increase their revenue by 81%. Right? And the reason that happens, it's not magic. It's because we actually have a system. We're not just hoping and dreaming and just thinking, oh, maybe this year will be better, maybe next year will be better. What we're actually doing is putting a system in place, and we do it with a 3-year vision. We say, okay, where do you want to be in 3 years? Okay, well, if you're going to be there in 3 years, the way you get there is by doing this in year 1, this is year 2, and this is in year 3. And then you break down quarterly. It's really, really simple. And that's why lawyers have been able to get these absolutely incredible results. Now, another person I want to bring up here is Patrick Slaughter. Patrick Slaughter, who's actually behind the camera right now, he came in here. That's how much he thinks about us. He came to this waxing event just because he wanted to make sure that I was okay. Not because he thought it was funny, because he wanted to make sure that I was okay. Now, Patrick implemented the exact same strategies that we used. And Patrick, are you able to walk over here real quick so the camera can see you? I'll make sure not to kick the camera over here. And see if you can talk over here so that they can hear you as well. Anyway. And just kind of lean down here with me. All right. So Patrick, tell the people what you did about a couple months ago as a result of following our strategies.
I sold my law firm, and I am supposedly retired.
He sold his law firm, and he is supposedly retired. And what's cool about that is that now, instead of running his law firm, he actually gets to, what do you do every day? What do you do lots of days?
I have 6 Saturdays in a row and 1 Sunday.
6 Saturdays in a row, okay.
I go to Disney World.
Yeah.
And whatever else my wife tells me.
Exactly. His weeks now consist of 6 Saturdays and 1 Sunday, right? So they go to Disney, he hangs out with his wife. He moved down to Florida, so they're in warm weather now. They're not dealing with cold weather anymore. It's absolutely amazing, right? And the reason that he's able to do this, tell him why you're able to do this, Patrick.
Well, when I sold the law firm, one of the things that got the price that I didn't realize we were going to be able to get was because we had created so many digital assets like Facebook groups that you managed for me, YouTube videos that you made me do kicking and screaming, all the stuff ended up adding a lot of value to the sale. So that's how we got over.
And who told you all those strategies? Who taught you all those strategies, how to sell that law firm?
Oh, I did what you told me to do.
He did what we told him to do. So that Patrick falls into that category. Wanted to build his law firm up and then sell it for a nice multiple. He got 7 figures for his law firm, and now instead of being in court on Fridays, he's able to come and watch some idiot get his chest waxed, right?
Exactly.
So that's the freedom that you can have. Is Phil Rizzuto on?
Well, my experience is completely different from everybody else's because half my practice consisted of doing insurance defense work. We did plaintiffs work, but we would get 5 to 10 plaintiffs calls a month. And, after hiring, we went to 40 calls a month, and we started 25 to 33% of the cases. And in the last couple of months, we are consistently at 80 calls a month, and we are signing up 25 to 33% of the cases. And talk about a new me. I've told the client that was sending me $1 million a year in work that I am no longer taking their cases. And that's really all thanks to you and Bill. And that's why everybody should attend the New Me in 2023 event, because it will change your life. It will change your firm. And it's going to change the way you just do business and run your life.
Thank you, Phil. Congratulations on all your success. Now, they're about to do the nipples, so I'm a little scared right now. Who else is on? We have Dan Garrell's on. Dan, I know, or Garrell. Sorry, Dan Garrell. I pronounced his name wrong. Now, Dan, you were just at one of our events. Can you talk a little bit about what, and Dan runs a very big law firm. He's the CEO of a very large law firm. Can you talk a little bit about what you learned from our last event and what you would tell anybody that's thinking about attending one of our events, Dan?
Hey, first and foremost, Andy, I want to tell you how honored I am not only to be here, but to be here for the nipple shot. So that's the best part. That is the best part. So yeah, Andy, I am the CEO and founder of a criminal defense personal injury law firm in Seattle, Washington area. We have about 25 people on our team. For a criminal defense firm, that is a very large firm. We've had a significant amount of growth over the last few years, but I'm always looking for a new inspiration. I've always been that just looks so painful. I'm so
sorry. She was complimenting my nipples, actually. Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
No, man, it's all you. I've long been a big fan of SMB. I've attended a lot of the webinars, and I came out to your growth summit in September expecting to learn a few things, but not expecting to come away with the experience that I did have, which was just a full overhaul of the way that I look at how the commitment and the importance of having the right plan and following through on it, and in particular, and what's going on right now that's very important that I'm taking away from that is building an eight player team. And I've come away, among other things, after the summit, knowing that really that starts with me and starts with my commitment to knowing what's the right thing to do and then sticking to it. And so I would tell anybody out there, if you're even hearing this or you're aware at all of this, the summit that's coming up, conference that's coming up in December, absolutely go. These guys are amazing. These guys are pros, and I'm very excited to have connected on a deeper level with them, and I'm a big fan, and I'm looking forward to working more closely with you guys as the time moves on, and I would encourage anybody else out there to do the same.
Awesome, thank you. Let's bring Russell up real quick. Russell, if anybody's thinking about should I attend, should I not attend the New Me 2023 boot camp, what would you say to them?
Definitely go. I've only been working with you guys since mid-July. The thing I've noticed, especially since the beginning of this month, is just from making certain what I would call small tweaks based on what I've learned from SMB team. I'm 20 days into the month. I've had 30 people contact my firm. I do consumer rights law. I probably will end up getting, upwards of a third of those people signed up. And my conversion, I can actually sit there and say, I know my conversion rate now. So, and I'm living vicariously through Andy's pain, I guess. But yeah, so I mean, I've made like little tweaks. I'm still, I'm doing what you guys are saying, and it's paying off, and I'm starting to see it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Russell. So let's talk a little bit more about what's going to happen in this event. So not only is it going to be myself dropping value bombs, Bill Hauser dropping tons of stuff. By the way, Bill has promised that if we sell 1,500 tickets, we're in October right now, we've already sold 400 tickets. If we sell 1,500 tickets, he's doing this as well. So 1,500 tickets, and you get a episode 2 with Bill waxing his chest, right? So
by the next 1,100 tickets.
Yeah. actually, they're cheap. They're cheap enough that really could happen. I mean, right now they're only $1 a piece, right? So that's the other thing. It's $1, guys. It's $1, and then upgrade to VIP. VIP is $37, and trust me, you're not gonna want to miss VIP. because VIP is where you actually get extra time with both myself and Bill, and we answer all your questions. Now, here's the other cool thing. It's not just myself and not just Bill. We got Rex Paris. Rex Paris, he's a personal injury attorney, advertising giant, nearly $2 billion in verdicts and settlements. We'll have Dan Newland speaking. Dan Newland is one of the biggest personal injury attorneys in the country. He's actually got 16,000 active cases. He's got nearly 11,000 reviews on Google. He's located in Orlando, and he's bigger than Morgan & Morgan in Orlando, which Morgan & Morgan is actually based out of Orlando. We've got Jacqueline Bretell. Jacqueline is, we go with the camera up there? Yeah. All right. I was afraid that the camera shut off and we didn't get any of this. Jacqueline is the female CEO of Bighorn Law. They've done $200 million in verdicts and settlements. Absolute monster, just huge law firm. And we're going to be honored to have her on there. We're going to have Jim Hacking. Jim Hacking's an immigration attorney who's just absolutely crushing it with YouTube. We're going to have attorney Tom. He's the most followed attorney on YouTube with 490, or one of the most followed attorneys on YouTube with 490,000 subscribers. Makes a ton of money for his law firm. That one didn't hurt, actually.
Yeah.
I think we're coming to the end here. Who else are we going to have on there?
Done.
I'm finished? That was it? Where'd my notes go? Who else are we going to have? Let's see. We're going to have, who did I say? I said Rex Paris, Jacqueline Bretell, Dan Newland, Jim Hacking, Chad Dudley. We're going to have Chad Dudley. Chad Dudley is an operations expert. He's cracked the code of how to scale a law firm to 8 figures. He's got more than 50 attorneys, and he's actually one of Morris Bart's biggest competitors in New Orleans. So you guys have to make sure that you're going to be there. Plus, we've got some really big names that we haven't even announced yet. So at our previous summits, we've had Magic Johnson, we've had Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, we've had Jillian Michaels, we've had Damon John, Kevin O'Leary. We've had so many people, and we've got some big names that we're working the details out right now that we haven't even announced yet, so I can't talk about them in this because of the fact that we haven't announced them yet, but they're going to be really, really big. So make sure, am I finished? Is that the whole thing? Am I finished?
Yes, you just have to put a little bit of mask on there, a little aloe. Calm that down.
All right. Well, other than the screaming, I survived. So
survive.
Get your tickets to New Me 2023. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and, on Zoom and sharing in the pain with me. Thanks for Patrick for coming by and offering me his moral support. And we'll see you guys at New Me 2023.